in this episode, we'll be talking about your trip to Egypt. What are the highlights of this trip? What are the things you did? What would you recommend to people who have never traveled to Egypt, especially? And what would you say are the hidden gems that are things that people must see when they are in Egypt? How many times have you been to Cairo, and how many times have you been to Egypt in general?
Actually, more than I can count, I feel like. Because I've been back and forth a lot. I was living in Egypt and at the same time often going to Austria for work or for visiting my family and friends. And now I'm doing the reverse. I'm living here in Vienna again and going to Egypt to visit my friends, which we did this time too. And it was really lovely to take Lise with me. And we had a really great time and discovered some hidden gems that even I didn't know that you recommended us. So we will talk about that as well.
Okay, but can you also introduce yourself? I know some of the audience already know you, but like some maybe this is the first video they are seeing. So can you please introduce yourself?
Yes. So I'm Caroline. I live in Vienna and I'm kind of from here, kind of also grew up in Spain, so like a mix. And I love to live abroad. I've lived in different places and one of them is Egypt, and I really fell in love with it and the culture, the language and everything. And I always like to go back there, and then I'm an artist, so I get really inspired by Egypt as well.
Yeah, you have seen the stitching and the things she can do. Like, so if you are looking for someone, if you live in Vienna and if you, or Europe, I would say, and you're looking for someone who can make a really good custom or a really good, like, clothing item, or I think, like, you can contact me and I will be sharing her contacts. She's the best, okay? And moving on. So, let's start with you, Caro. So, as someone who's accompanying someone who's going to Egypt for the first time, what were in the top of the things that you thought, not because it's special, but because everyone who goes to Egypt should do? What were the things that you were like, this is a must do, we gotta do them, even if I did them like 100 times?
Yeah, of course. No, there's a lot of things, and even in this short trip, because we just went for 2 weeks, we couldn't do everything we wanted. Like first, I thought to make plans to go to the sea and to the desert, which I think are total must-dos in Egypt. But this time we focused on Cairo itself because we didn't want to make it too stressful. But for next time, definitely we're gonna do that and enjoy more of the nature outside of the city as well. And maybe the countryside, Fayoum, or what's the other place called that now more people are going to? Dahshur?
Dahshur, yes, also.
I really want to go there. But so must-sees in Cairo.
Must-see in Cairo.
Definitely the pyramids, obviously. And they're closer to the city than you might think, because some people think they are in the middle of the desert, which they're actually kind of close to the city. And the old Islamic or religious Cairo, where they have a lot of mosques and churches and different kind of religious buildings, and it's really impressive.
Do you have a favorite mosque in this area? Like, do you have a place that you feel like this is my favorite mosque? Because I have a favorite mosque from the old.
I think the most famous one is the Amr ibn al-As.
Amr ibn al-As is really famous, yeah. But the one I love the most is Sultan Hassan's mosque.
Okay.
You know, there are those three old mosques that are together. Like near the Citadel, there are 3 mosques inside. You have to cross the gate, and one of them is Sultan Hassan Mosque. It's really old, and it has an opening in the ceiling that you can see the sky from there, and it has like 4 different corners. Every corner used to be held by one of the Islamic schools, like as their places of teaching. So it used to be like a university, a place of learning, and this mosque is so simple and so beautiful that I love it so much. It's like comparing a Catholic church to a less church full of gold. So this is the less full of gold, but more full of nice spirit.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But what was your favorite? Do you have a favorite one?
I don't have one favorite one because I think all of them are very impressive. Once we even went to a random mosque in Mohandesin. We asked, we weren't sure if it's okay to go, so we asked there, is it possible? Actually, it was closed in that time, but they were so welcoming and opened it for us and even gave us a small tour, because I think they're not used to people going there because it's not a typical touristy mosque. And it was a really lovely experience. They were very kind to us.
Okay, so the pyramids?
But yeah, going back to the must-sees, where I have going on side tracks, which there's a lot to do in Cairo. That's basically it.
So we said the pyramids, the Islamic Cairo, I guess will include Khan al-Khalili.
Khan al-Khalili, of course. Khan al-Khalili is this very bustling market area, which is mostly the touristy markets, but adjacent to it is Ataba. Ataba is the general market area. I think it's one of the biggest markets in the world. It's huge. It's you can get anything in Ataba. Anything. There's like whole streets full of, for example, fabric shops, which I'm always very passionate about.
We spend so much time in fabric, like hours.
Fabric shops,
yeah.
Yeah, and other stuff. You can really get anything. It's very interesting. In Ataba itself, it's not touristy, so maybe go with your Egyptian friends for the first time. Otherwise, you will be overwhelmed. But
This is a very good advice.
Yeah, and you can take a microbus to go from Khan al-Khalili to Ataba.
So this is actually something that usually people are worried about doing, but she took the public transportations. Would you say it wasn't fine?
So the metro, it's perfect. Like it's like in a lot of countries. I didn't have any trouble.
I would say it's like in Paris, even.
Yeah,
even better,
I mean,
actually.
even better. I think for the wagon themselves.
The cars and the wagons.
The cars, yeah. Just there were some machines, but I always queue to buy some tickets. So at first I was always with Caro, and after I went alone, all by myself, talking Arabic. I was very proud. The microbus, they are a bit more scary because they are a bit old buses and they drive very fast. And also, yeah, most of the time you need to speak Arabic. But also, same, I went with Caro at the first times. And after, I went alone in the microbuses. And I was saying, عتبة.
واحد من العشرة.
Yeah, واحد, voilà, for the tickets. And they knew, and like if someone was not understanding me, people would help me. So it was, I liked it. It was not so stressful, or it was funny for me.
Okay, going back to our track.
Yes, sorry.
No, this is good. The whole thing about those videos, and I think actually my favorite comments are when people writing that I love the videos because it feels like we are sitting with you there at your house and it feels like a familiar vibe. So why change that? But going back to our question, so we said all the Cairo and the mosques, Khan al-Khalili, Ataba maybe, but I would say Ataba for someone who is visiting for one time and maybe not again. Ataba is not on the top of the list. It's like if you're a recurring visitor and you want to see some of the real Egypt vibe.
The Citadel. The Citadel, mwah, amazing. Gamil, awi. Really, it was amazing. I don't remember the name. But this big building.
The dome, the mosque, there is a mosque inside
Yeah.
of the Citadel, yeah.
And it's just so beautiful. And the view is so beautiful. And it's big spaces. It's like what I like with Egypt also, you can have very big spaces, very big streets, very big parks. Like the mosques, you can breathe, like it's big. It's not like, I like churches also, but in the mosques, it's so, I don't know, I feel like the spiritual connection because of the space, like the building is so nice.
I totally agree. And also at the Citadel, there are different areas inside of the Citadel where you can see different stuff from different parts in history. Like it's related a little bit to Muhammad Ali, but it was built, the official beginning of the building started by Salah ad-Din, but the first famous one who lived in it was Muhammad Ali. But the thing is, some people call it the Citadel of Salah ad-Din, and some people call it the Citadel of Muhammad Ali. So it depends on you. What do you think? Which part of history is more important? But okay, but there are different corners in the Citadel. There is even a part, I remember when I was there last time, there is even a part about the most famous serial killers in the history of Egypt.
Oh my god.
In the Citadel?
It was amazing because like we have two women that they are two of the most famous people, like serial killers in the history, I think, of the world. But like, because I think they killed more people than even Jack the Ripper. Yeah, and they were, I think, the first women in the new Egyptian system to be sentenced to death. Because like usually before that, when women did a crime, it wasn't that bad to do this, but that was a long time ago. But it's a really interesting story, and if you want to like read about them, they are called Raya Wiskina. Raya Wiskina. We have so many films on them, so many documentaries, so many TV shows.
Scary.
Yeah, they are scary, but that was long time ago. That was when the English occupation, I think, was in Egypt. Or maybe I'll cut this part off if I didn't remember it correctly. But okay, so the Citadel, we will add this. Also, before we continue, the Citadel is in a high place. So this is a really beautiful place to see like the old Islamic Cairo. Because you have like a nice view from top. You went to this place where you can see all the mosque minarets.
At the Citadel.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Another like place with a great view that I like went to, I think in my first days in Cairo in 2019 when I visited, it was Al-Azhar Park. You can see the Citadel from there. You can see the city from there and go by the sunset time. You will see a lot of people going to do their wedding photos there, which also attests to the beauty of this park. But I am just fascinated. I love palm trees. That's why we're not talking about Alexandria, but there's the Montaza Gardens in Alexandria, and there I was like in heaven. But Al-Azhar Park also has a lot of palm trees. You can sit there. You can get some food. Many locals go, and once I went while there was a lot of school children there, and they were very fascinated because I think they didn't see a lot of foreigners before. But like it's a beautiful park with a great view, and it's huge. Like you can spend a lot of time there, and it's between kind of the Citadel and Khan el-Khalili, so it kind of works for a tour.
But so you went this time to there. Did you see the sunset there?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you sit in a place where you could see the old minarets and the pigeons being called home? Did you see that before?
I don't remember the pigeons. I remember all the pretty girls with pretty dresses going to a wedding. And yeah, I just love like long dresses and with a lot of pastel colors. And yeah, everyone was so beautiful. That's what I remember the most. And the view. And we had something to drink there.
Yeah, we had a juice and I ate a crepe, a filled crepe.
Okay. What else did you do that was like, top tier?
One of my best memories, so it's not a special place, even if we would have some recommendation, but it's just sitting in the cafes at any time of the day, but especially late evening or late evening, and just drinking a juice and talking and breathing. Like it's more fresh in the evening. It's fresher, and so it's very nice. Yeah.
Okay, what was your... Actually, this question is going to come back later because we're going to speak about your favorite drink. This is a part of it.
Oh, I have a lot to say about that. A lot to say.
But okay, so what else is a must-do for a tourist or someone who's going to Egypt for the first time?
Zamalek.
Of course.
Zamalek.
Walking in Zamalek.
What can someone do in Zamalek?
Go in restaurants, a lot of restaurants, a lot of places to go shopping. We went to a lot of perfume shops, just feeling like princesses. Because we have chairs. Like in France, if you go to a perfume shop, they don't give you chairs to sit. It's just like, you don't care. And then we sit and they make us smell everything. And then they mix some perfumes. And it was so nice. And after you can't smell anything because you have so much. Yeah. But it's a really fun experience. Yeah.
Okay, since you said boutiques and places to buy stuff in Zamalek, because I think also a lot of people want to buy souvenirs that are a bit special and a little bit unique. What places for buying souvenirs would you recommend, if you remember any of the name?
Yeah, there was a shop that I loved. It's called Sahara
Collection.
Sahara Collection. Yeah, I'm making some advertising. I hope he hears me one day.
And sponsor the podcast.
That would be awesome.
And I bought a lot of things. It's like good quality clothes from Egypt, in cotton, for example. And they are very nice clothes that you can wear for any occasion. Yeah.
Would you say there was hustling there? Because also people online speak about the hustling and that you have to bargain and people kind of push the things on you. Would you say this was your experience?
In Zamalek?
Yeah.
No.
So everything is chill, easygoing, there was no problem whatsoever?
No. Like even if people were pushing, I would not call that a problem. But of course, sometimes when you walk by a few shops, people are just like trying to talk like... come in or welcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it depends of your mood. Sometimes I was in a good mood and I was like always answering no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. But when you answer that a lot of times, after sometimes you just ignore people. You have
Which
to.
is also okay.
And it's okay. It's how it works, I think.
And it's not something that doesn't happen in Paris itself. It's not something that doesn't happen in Barcelona, because this have happened to me in Montmartre in Paris.
Yes, of course.
So so it's not something to have anything against. But do you remember?
It's not scary or anything or.
Thank you.
It can be, honestly, exhausting sometimes when you had a long day and you're tired and then, but I mean, whatever, it's not dangerous or something.
Yeah, worst case, you just ignore. Like in Khan El Khalili, it happens a lot.
Yeah,
because it's really like the touristic place. So of course, they try to sell to Europeans or tourists from all over the world. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a city with 20 million people, more than 20 million people. So like, if you have more than 20 million people in one city, like it's lived in. I feel like the same thing I felt in Paris, the same thing I felt in Rome. Like if the city is crowded, it's gonna have characteristics and and busy things that sometimes overwhelm, but also overwhelm in a good way at the same time. Okay, Gamil, is there any other shop for buying souvenirs that you would recommend that comes on the top of your head? Like you said, Cosmopolitan?
Cairopolitan. It's in Garden City. Which is also a very interesting place to walk, with a lot of old buildings, because it was a kind of part of the city with a lot of villas or like fancy, like rich people living there at one point. Now it's like you can see that they're not maintained, or the rich people moved somewhere else, I guess. But it's a very interesting place to walk through, and it's a totally different vibe in Cairo. And there's some very artsy places there, so cafes. I love Felucca, I always sit there. And they also sell really beautiful souvenirs. They sell very nice pottery or small bags with like hand embroidery on them, earrings, bags, crochet tops, this kind of things. So that's like great too. And you can sit there and drink something. And I was always working there. Like a lot of people work there on their laptops, and I met people there that I call my co-workers, because we're always like freelancing our own stuff, but like sitting together.
And even your earrings are from Egypt, I think.
Yes, yes. So Eslam gave me these earrings as a gift, but I bought them as well. Because he asked me to buy some earrings for friends, and told me I'll also choose some, and I choose those here. They have
can we see the other side? Yeah.
And the scarab beetle, like ancient Egyptian symbols. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And the other ones I chose, and it was I bought them in Khan El Khalili, where you can get very fine gold and silver jewelry, and a lot of different motifs, a lot of ancient Egyptian inspired motifs. Yeah.
And cafe, where we've been with the shop, like the cafe and the shop.
Yeah, so
Café Soufi is so nice. Café Soufi.
And there's an antique shop next to it, where we got really nice earrings as well, which they were not antique, but they were from a local artist. And you can also buy antique paintings and furniture, which we can't bring in our suitcases, but beautiful to walk around there.
Yeah, but the Café Soufi boutique, is it near Café Soufi or above Café Soufi?
It's right in front of it. Like the Café Soufi is to the right, and then the boutique is to the left. And in Soufi itself, you can buy used books, but most of them are in Arabic. And they also have some other earrings and small souvenirs there. And it's one of my favorite cafes in the city, where you can sit, work, read anything you want.
Yeah, and I would really recommend that if you went to Egypt and you forgot your book, there is a Diwan bookstore.
I always buy too many books from there, and they have really nice books, and they have really nice, normally also like in a lot of the branches I went to, they have really nice people there that love books as well, and you can talk to them and they will recommend you things. And there's a lot of amazing Egyptian authors that you should read. And
you will find their English editions there, and their Arabic edition, and you will find foreigner books, but also Egyptian. And if you are learning Arabic, I'm a teacher, you can always reach out. But also, if you want to find the book about learning Arabic, Diwan bookstore will have many options. I can recommend some, just ask in the comment section, I will tell you what I would recommend. But definitely Diwan bookstore, if you forgot your book or you want a special book. Or if you want something really deeply about Egypt that is very special, I would recommend that you buy a book in English from there, from Naguib Mahfouz, for example. Like Naguib Mahfouz has won the Nobel Prize for his books, for his literature. So that's also one artist that I would recommend if you're a reader.
And it's really fun to read. It's not difficult to read Naguib Mahfouz books. Like, of course, I only read the English translations for now, which one day I hope I can read the Arabic versions. But they are easy to read, and you get really into them. Like, at least me, I was in those stories and couldn't stop. And also talking about media and so on, and culture, go to the cinema. This is like maybe something that you wouldn't think of, but...
Which cinema?
Zawiya.
Yes.
Zawiya in downtown in West al-Balad. They have some...
It's a culture art cinema.
Okay.
It's really good. They have a lot of films, and like watch maybe Egyptian films, they often have subtitles there.
Almost always.
Zawiya.
Because like they have the commercial movies, but they also have the cultural movies, and the cultural movies are almost always having English subtitles because like 20% of the audience are foreigners from Somalia.
They are new Egyptian movies or old also?
Like the movies that I'm recommending is more in the documentary or art direction. So like old and new, but mostly new.
And you can look at their program on Facebook, and I think on Facebook, and maybe also Instagram. There you can see which movies they currently have, and it's really nice. Okay. And in downtown, because we're in downtown, I need to recommend one restaurant that we discovered that wasn't there until recently. It is amazing, and it's really fun, and we even talked to the owner because he was there on that day. He's really friendly.
Yeah.
And it's also close to the one bookstore and to Zawiya Cinema and to a lot of shopping streets in downtown. It's called AlMeria, like the Spanish... I think it's a city or a region, I'm not sure right now. And it has Mediterranean food, mixed ones, and very experimental. Very, very, very nice. And it has a beautiful atmosphere. You can have, especially it's focused on tapas, you can have many different plates to share, and it's so good.
Okay, the name again?
AlMeria.
AlMeria. AlMeria in downtown?
In downtown.
AlMeria in downtown. So... sponsor this video. Okay, we go back to Lise. And for Lise, what other places did you enjoy in Egypt? Like something to do with the Nile?
Yes. We went to Felucca's parties. So if you like to dance or just to enjoy an evening on the Nile, you have this concept of... Felucca is like a boat, a bit like Peniche, but yeah, like a long boat. You wait at a point, I don't remember, it was in front of a KFC.
This is the one in Zamalek, but it happens in so many areas.
Okay,
also
it happens
downtown,
everywhere,
so.
but where we've been. And then it's a boat, and it's around, I don't know, we went there twice, and there were like around 30 people maybe, or less. And there is a DJ, and there is music, and you can dance. You can also bring your own drinks. So there is no bar, no toilet, so no. So you go there and you party, you drink, and it's very nice atmosphere. You can just sit and watch the landscape and talk to people, and it's very friendly. It's I would recommend it.
And sometimes there's also bigger parties. We don't went to smaller ones, but there's also sometimes bigger parties or on like yachts. Like bigger boats with an upper deck and a lower deck, and so anything on the Nile, anything with Nile view, I recommend it because it's the best.
It's
thing.
magical, really.
Magical.
And you are on the Nile, like this historical river. Yes, it's so nice.
Yeah, and also because if you do it in Cairo, like you can do it in Aswan, and because doing it in Aswan is one of the best things you can do in Egypt as well. But if you do it in Cairo, you will have this landscape of like the very tall buildings of Cairo, left and right of you, and you will be mesmerized by the lights reflected on the Nile River, on the water. But also like the time I would recommend to go is right before the sunset. So you see how the sun goes away with the buildings, and then once the sun is out, it's dark, and then you can just see the beautiful colors of all those lights like reflected on the water of the Nile. It's magical, honestly. Yeah. But if you're going and you didn't calculate for it being colder, just know it will be a little bit colder than than the temperature outside of a boat on the Nile. All right, hidden gems. there are some also hidden gems in Egypt that not everybody will find out about them. I know one that you will say, but I also know another one that you told me about. Can you tell us what this one is?
Yeah, it's a Khayameya. So it's this. It's an art from Egypt, embroidery. So it's little pieces of fabrics that are sewed by hand. And we have been to a workshop in Hanan Khalili. There was a guy with his shop and a lot of these to sell. And he taught us how to sew, like the technique, all the steps. It was a workshop organized by Alex Exploring Life. Maybe we can.
Who is he?
write that.
Like, so he or she
No,
is an influencer?
she's an influencer on Instagram. She's living in Egypt, and she posts a lot of videos about the things to do in Egypt.
Maybe she will tag us too.
Yeah, she's very nice. And the two guys working there, they were really skilled. They were very nice and professional and explained us very well how to do that. So we just, we stayed 2 or 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just maybe sewed like this, So it takes a lot of time. And after we took back home the fabric and I'm still sewing it at home. It's for my mother's birthday. It's a surprise.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We spoiled the surprise. Sorry, mom.
Well, if she sees the video. And yeah. No, it was really nice. I loved it.
That's really beautiful. And where is Khayameya exactly? Where is this area? And what is it in English? What would be the name? Do you know?
Yes, so it's close to Khan el-Khalili.
It's on the other side, the opposite direction. You go through a market and then you end up in this old mosque that actually you can go above and see it from above in the minaret.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is this one
Bab
mosque,
Zuela.
Bab Zuela Mosque. And then you go like through Bab Zuela. Bab means door. Bab Zuela is one of the old doors of the old cities that the Citadel used to be a part of. But yeah, so you go across Bab Zuela and then...
And then you find a lot of shops of the tent makers, because in the old times they were actually decorating the tents like with these patterns or different patterns. They are called Khayameya. And nowadays there's not so many tents made by hand anymore, so they make mostly decorative pieces.
Like not only this fabric, but also like fabric like this, like the one used here on those seats, and a lot of colorful stuff that you can buy from there, like clothes, and then you purpose it your own way, or you can ask them to make what you would like them to make for you there. And they are very skilled people. I would really recommend it. Okay, but near there, like you told me that you took my recommendation and you went to that place. What was that other place?
Actually, we went right after the workshop, and it's very close to that area.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
So, after the workshop, we went quickly, and it's only 2 days a week. I think Wednesdays and Saturdays, but we would have to check that again. It's a Tanura show. Tanura...
Tanura is like a Sufi dance. So like there are different Sufi dances, and then one of them is Tanura show. So someone wears something around. I will put something on the screen where you can recognize it. Like somebody wore something around their waist, and then like they are very skillful with how they move it and turn it around, and they spend the whole show spinning around. And in this place, it's not just recorded music, it's actually live music where you can see also, like, where is it? Where does it happen? Because, like, the place also where it happens is significant.
Yeah, has a name, the place, the old place where the caravan stopped, and then it was because there was no hotels. What's this called? Something of Sultan something. Wait, we have to look this up.
So it happens near Khan el-Khalili in a place that is, you can describe the place for us?
Yeah, in the old times where there was no hotels, people stayed in these places, and nowadays it's used for shows and like cultural events.
But the place itself is a historical place, right?
Yeah.
What does the show consist of?
Between big old walls in stone, so this makes a very already good atmosphere. A bit. Okay, the comparison is really weird, but Game of Thrones.
Kind of, a little bit.
Like very mystical, historical atmosphere. and you have a big stage, and the show is just breathtaking. I even cried at the end.
Oh.
It was so nice. And there are singers, musicians, dancers, and most of the time they dance and play instruments together, different kind of instruments. There was one main singer, or a few, I think, and the dervish Tanura.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely impressive for dance because they just turn without stopping. And I don't know if you've already danced, but when you do a few turns, you're like, oh, my head. And they can do that for like 1 hour or sometimes more, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So they changed. It was really diverse. Like, it was just not one person turning.
Mm-hmm.
Even that would have been very impressive, but they changed a lot, and a lot of people came, and a very good choreography, also turning around each other. Very skilled with this costume. I don't know the name, sorry, but how they would turn and put them up.
This is the Tanura. This thing is the Tanura.
Okay.
And how they actually play with their hands as well with the Tanura, everything about them, even the singers, because it's supposed to be a spiritual dance. Yeah. So you can feel the spirituality and how connected they feel to God or whatever God is for you. And like, it's very special and very beautiful. And those people are super professional. They do those shows outside of Egypt and a lot of places in the world. Yeah. So they are
it was
top
high
tier.
Quality show, really.
Yeah. Would you recommend it to people that have never been to Egypt also, that people who are going for the first time? Is it easy to get there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just in front of Khan al-Khalili on the other side, basically.
Yeah, just make sure you go on the right day because it's not every day, and make sure you go early enough because there's like no prior booking. You could just go there, and if there's an empty space, you can sit, and if no, it's...
first come, first serve, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So make sure to check this out if it happens to be at the same days when you're there, because I think you will love it. Right.
And it's also, even if in the end you wouldn't get in or you're on the wrong day, it doesn't matter because there's very many interesting things around it. And you can walk, for example, on one street, it's called Al-Mu'az Street. Oof. It's close to Khan al-Khalili or part of Khan al-Khalili.
You like taking photos in all the places? Mu'az Street.
And there's also like shows and like good vibes at night. And during the day you can look or visit and go inside many historical buildings. But it's maybe then in that case easier to go with someone who knows the place or a tour, because many places you will not even know where to go or what it is or how to visit it. So with a trustworthy tour, for sure it will be nice.
Okay, lovely. So is there any other place in mind right now that you have in mind? Okay, then we go to another exciting part. So we're going to be speaking about your favorite place in Cairo. Each of you has to choose one. Your favorite place, your favorite restaurant, the favorite food that you had this time, the favorite drink, and the favorite cafe, because we said cafes there are amazing. They are an experience. The cafe culture in Egypt is an experience. So let's start with each of you. Tell me, what is your favorite place in Cairo?
Okay, cut. I need to take my phone, because I don't know all
the names.
I need
cut. I'm the only one who say cut. And now let's make it interesting again, and let's talk about the best place in Cairo, the best cafe to go to in Cairo, the best food you have had, the best restaurant, and the best drink. But let's start with the best place. So for you, what is the best place in Cairo?
Very hard question. Very hard. Maybe the Citadel. I had a little love at first sight with it, except for the military part, because I'm not a military fan. But yeah, like, it was really breathtaking. Can I add a second one?
Yeah, you can add a second.
The second and the third. Khan al-Khalili, because it was so beautiful, so cute, so... it's like the kind of things when you travel, you're like, oh, everything is beautiful. Oh, the little street, oh, the art, oh, this cafe. Oh, wow. You are like, in all the streets, your eyes are, you want to take everything in pictures. So that then in the end, I didn't take a lot of pictures because otherwise I would have taken too many pictures. Yeah. And the pyramids. pyramids.
Mm-hmm. And Khan Khalili, just so you know, is the old market. It's an old market with a lot of old stuff. You will take a lot of photos there. Anyways, and Caro, what is your favorite place in Cairo?
It's actually impossible to say, but I will say I really love the area around Al-Azhar Square in downtown. The square itself, okay, there's a lot of cars passing by, but I mean, all the streets around it, there's a lot of cafes that I like, a lot of artsy areas that I like. My favorite juice shop is on that square. My favorite restaurant is close. So like I will say Talat Harb Square.
Talat Harb Square. And now we go to the second one. What was your favorite restaurant in Cairo?
Okay, I can say it already because I said before that what I want to recommend, and I will say again, AlMeria. It opened newly and it's really good, but there's many very, very amazing and good restaurants in Cairo. And also my friend Hakim has a place. He makes home-cooked food, and it's really cozy and really friendly, warm place to go to. It's also not far from downtown, and it's called Tabkha Space.
Tabkha Space. Can you give us the name later so we can put it on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And what about you, Lise? Do you have a favorite restaurant? Do you know a name?
The names, you will have to help me. There was one in this market area, Khan Khalili. We've been to. It was quite touristic. We've been there at the beginning. It was very elegant.
Naguib Mahfouz Cafe.
Yes.
Naguib Mahfouz Cafe is very famous. It's in the old area of Khan
Yeah.
Khalili, the old market, and it's really famous as well, guys.
Yeah, it's really good.
And
It's
when
the
I
most
say
famous
it's
one.
touristic, like there were some tourists like us, but it's not touristic like crowded and impossible to enjoy.
And there are still Egyptians sitting there.
And still Egyptians.
And
yeah,
some people
locals
come
are-
with musical instruments and just start playing.
Yeah, this was very beautiful.
Mhm.
Also, well, it's a special thing to me, but like the fast food place, where next to our home,
Yeah, Abu Anas.
Abu Anas, because we've been there a lot, very late, where we were hungry, we didn't know where to go. So sometimes I would even go alone and ordering in Arabic.
Shawarma?
Or other things, and I would call Caroline and say, okay, how do I pronounce again this? And she would tell me, and I wouldn't recommend it, like, because it's not a fancy restaurant and all. It's just that's very funny.
But really
for
part
me.
of the experience in Egypt is trying the not fancy restaurants, the real
Yeah.
Egyptian restaurants. So
Yeah,
it's
but Abu
another
Anas
one.
is not Egyptian, it's Syrian.
Yeah,
But it's very good.
true.
Mhm.
And also the Syrian restaurants make up a big part of Cairo restaurant culture because there's a lot of really good Syrian places. And Azaz,
I would recommend the Azaz for the real Egyptian places. Like, you can't go wrong with it. It's clean, it's nice, you have
you can go
almost
there at
everything
3
there.
in the morning and you can still get something. It's my emergency fast food place, but with good food. So
The city that never sleeps, huh? The real one. Okay.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Like honestly, have you been in any city bigger than Cairo that doesn't sleep as much as Cairo?
No.
no,
No.
actually no.
Yeah, because like the cities that never sleep, it's Cairo. I went to New York, I went to Berlin, I didn't go to London, but really Cairo is the city that never sleep. Like I was like, huh.
And that's one of the reasons why I felt always very safe in Cairo, because there were always people on the streets at any hour of the day or the night. And, if as a girl in France, I often don't feel very safe in the streets at night because, I'm not starting this topic, men, yeah. But when there is an empty street, you automatically feel afraid a bit. And in Cairo, it was never the case. So, it's always crowded. So that's nice. Yeah.
Okay, and now we go for your favorite food. The favorite food or the best food you have had in Cairo this time, or in general for you, Caro, because you're a current visitor.
So I will say something about koshari.
Of course, you should say something about kosher.
I'm sorry for the one who I will maybe annoy. I liked it. I didn't fall in love with it at all. Because I think it was very good. But I tasted things that were really, really better in Egypt. Yeah,
Like?
that's my personal opinion. Like green soup.
ملوخية.
Molokhia. A lot of different dishes. Like most of the time I was eating, I was like, oh, it's so delicious because of the spices and the flavors and the bread also.
Egyptian bread is awesome. Everybody should try the Egyptian bread or eat a full sandwich in an Egyptian bread or ta'meya, which is our falafel, in a bread sandwich. This is a must.
Yeah.
Have to
Very
do. Yes. And like, this is coming from a French person. You know, they are famous for their cuisines. And the fact that she says Egyptian food is that good.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
a
prefer
big,
Egyptian food to French.
it's a big statement. Egyptian food is better than French
Yeah,
food.
yeah, I mean, I think we have excellent pastries in France.
That's true.
Like really, we are one of the best countries for pastries.
Well, we don't have croissant, so.
But for salty food, I 100% prefer Egyptian food. Yeah.
Okay, and now we go to Caro. What was your favorite Egyptian food this time or in general?
Okay, in general, there's many, so I can choose. But this time, I discovered the kofta with cherry sauce at AlMeria. and also the muhammara at AlMeria as well.
Not muhammara is not from us. I think it's more
Okay,
Syrian Lebanese, but that's okay as well because that's what you get when you are in Egypt. Like
International
I would say one of my favorites that comes to mind now. There are many. Like there's Fasahat Sumaya. Like I might film a video soon about this place. But the other one is Matam Ard al Hadara. It's a Yemeni restaurant. It's the best Yemeni restaurant in Egypt, and it's
Yeah, you told us.
amazing.
There's also like a really good Yemeni restaurant, Bab al Yemen, that I love to go to, and the food there I would also recommend so much. I don't remember the name of the dish I loved right now.
Yeah.
But also, obviously, there's like, now I was talking about international food in Cairo a little bit, which is a lot and very good. But also the homemade Egyptian food is just wonderful.
Exactly.
Like all of it.
Yeah, I would recommend to eat like from international Syrian food. Yemeni food in Egypt is amazing because you probably wouldn't be able to go to Yemen anytime soon.
Sudanese
sadly.
food also.
Lebanese
food in Egypt and Sudanese food near Ataba. There is some Sudanese restaurants that make Sudanese food, and beside them there are Sudanese cafes that make Sudanese coffee in those little tiny cups with spices. It's delicious. Okay, so now we did the best place and the best restaurant and the best food. Let's go to your favorite cafe.
Okay, I took my phone because I don't remember. So a lot of cafes in downtown Cairo, like Zahrat al-Bustan.
Zahrat al-Bustan.
And wait. Okay, you can talk. No, Al-Horeya Cafe.
Al-Horeya Cafe, it's really famous. You smoke inside. If you smoke cigarettes, you will actually enjoy this place quite a lot.
And it's not like a cafe, actually, it's more like a bar because you can't get anything but beer there.
You can get tea and
You
coffee
can
also.
get only tea, not
like,
coffee.
No, they actually, like, the people who don't drink, they put them in another corner. So they split the cafe into two halves. If you're a drinker, you're here. If you are a coffee and tea guy, you go here. But what if you are someone who is drinking tea beside a drinker? That's when it gets interesting.
No, for example, I don't like beer, so I was sitting with my beer drinking friends and drinking the tea.
Or Pepsi.
Okay, well.
You can have, like, not Pepsi.
But there's not
you
a
can
lot
have
of
a soda
different
drink,
things.
not Pepsi. We're boycotting Pepsi.
If you drink anything else but the beer there, you are weird, basically.
Okay, but Al-Horeya bar is really famous and it is a part of the experience that
It's
you
a
have to do.
vibe. It's totally a vibe, even for non-beer drinkers.
Yeah, and actually another host, Eddie, he said that this is the place he is, I think, most nostalgic towards. Like, this is the place he misses the most because he misses Milad, the bartender there. Milad, the guy who goes around and just opens the stuff and just puts it on your table. Anyways, and what about you, Caro? What is your favorite cafe in Egypt? General or this time?
Okay, so I said it also before, and I love Felucca because it's a very familiar atmosphere, and I always meet friends there by chance, and I can work there, I can sit there. There's an art gallery next to it with a small shop as well where you can get Egyptian-made, not really souvenirs, but like, for example, small sketchbooks or like artsy stuff, which are also good souvenirs in a way, not the traditional ones. And otherwise, I would also say all these like street cafes, for example, also Halawa Cafe.
My favorite place.
In Munira. It's also close to downtown. And it's just a must go place for young people to meet other their friends or meet new people. And so it's nice if you go somewhere and you already know you're probably gonna meet someone you know if you have lived in Cairo for some time.
And especially if you want to try the shisha, because this is also a part of the experience. If you want to try the shisha, this street cafe is one of the best places. It's familiar with foreigners because it's near the French Institute, who were people from France.
I visited it, the French Institute.
If you're going to learn Arabic and you want to go to Egypt, they have a very good intensive program.
Yeah, and the building is very nice and yeah.
And it's not in the fancy area of Cairo. It's in the middle area, and near to it is Halawa. So Halawa Cafe, the people there are familiar with foreigners and people that are not Egyptian. So it's nice atmosphere for girls and women. I think to sit there, it's not foreign at all. No looks, nothing. It's a very nice place, I would say. Okay, and now we will go to the best drink you had in Egypt. What is your favorite drinks?
Mango juice.
Mango juice.
Yeah, it's a must do, I think. We ate so many mangoes. So first day we arrived, Caro was like, we have to go buy mangoes. Yeah.
With this same voice, right?
With this voice, yeah. And I was like, okay, why not? And we went to this fruit shop, and there were so many different types of mangoes. And wow. And then we bought a few, and she knew exactly what type to take. I was like, I don't know, for me a mango is a mango, but no, not in Egypt.
There are I think about 17 or more.
Yeah, and
types.
They have different tastes. Maybe for you it's normal, but for me it's not so normal that a mango has different
For
tastes.
you, if you're Egyptian or Indian or Sri Lankan, but if you're from anywhere in Europe or the US,
Yeah.
I have said that so many times. I think I annoyed my friends by talking about how mango is special in Egypt. But here is the testimony to how amazing it is.
And so we went home, and after she showed me how she were cutting them, and it's not like how I cut them. And she just cut them in half, and then it goes away.
And you know who showed
so
me
fresh.
this? It's an Egyptian friend, and he's called Ali El Mango.
Ali El Mango, the very special guy for the
And we were eating every morning and every night mangoes, and also buying mango juices sometimes. And yeah, it's a big memory. And our room was smelling mango, and I was smelling the mango after.
But if you are a foreigner in Egypt, usually you are not used to the so much sugar that people have in Egypt. So make sure to tell people in cafes to don't add sugar to the mango, because sometimes they do, sadly. But just tell them without sugar. من غير سكر.
غير سكر.
Manga,
أيوة.
عصير manga, mango juice من غير سكر. عصير manga من غير سكر. Can you say it?
عصير مانجا من غير سكر.
Now you, Lise.
Or ممكن مانجا بغير
من غير
سكر.
ممكن manga من غير سكر. And okay, also yours. What is your favorite drink in Egypt?
I can't choose one juice, to be honest, but I will say go to the juice shop on Talat Harb Square and mix your own juice.
Oh yeah, we even forgot that there are so many juicers. It's a stand. How would you describe the juice shops?
Yes, you can recognize them by the fruit hanging outside in nets, which is really characteristic for them, and you can choose so many different juices. Try the sugarcane juice, which is so typical.
I would say add lemon to it,
Add
because
lemon.
then you wouldn't feel it's a sugar juice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good with lemon, and all the other juices. Always without sugar, I ask, because I don't like it so sweet, but they are fresh and wonderful. And for example, if you want something a bit more filling, you can get an avocado juice sweetened with just dates and or honey, and this is like a dream.
Actually, you
Avocado with milk, and no, it's really good.
You can have one of those juices as your dinner.
Yes.
And also those places are not really places where you sit. They are places where you either take your juice to go or drink it on the stand, while you're standing and talking a little bit, and then you split. It's not like a cafe vibe. Some of them have an option to sitting, but it's more the on the go. So the juice places in Cairo is a must to try. Okay.
And the milk drink.
Milk with banana or milk with dates?
Which milk drink?
Sometimes we are having a milk drink.
Banana milk?
You mean the yogurt?
Yes.
زبادي
Oh,
بالعسل.
zabadi بالعسل. Zabadi is
Okay.
yogurt, so you can say zabadi بالعسل, honey yogurt, or yogurt with mango is an option. This is actually one of my favorites. Yogurt with strawberries also is an option. So they mix the yogurt with the strawberry, they blend it in the blender, and then you drink it, and then or موز باللبن. Banana milk or dates with milk. Those are all.
And also in some shops you can buy half mango. No, it's not like that. It's like some rice.
Pudding.
Milk
rice.
rice.
Milk rice with mango, and it's also so.
And maybe kunafa on top and different fruits. This is
Yeah.
amazing.
So
we had this for breakfast and we had to share one and we couldn't even finish it.
So let's extend it a little bit further. So your favorite dessert in Egypt, please.
Oh. This you have to eat it at 3 a.m. after a shawarma, then it tastes even better. But kunafa بالجبنة, kunafa with cheese, from Al-Azhar, the shawarma shop, very famous Syrian, I think, shawarma shop.
What is it?
In Doki. And okay, this is again not a typical Egyptian dessert, but in Egypt this is very popular and tastes amazing, especially at 3 a.m. after a party.
Okay, and for you, Lise, the best dessert?
I mean, I don't think it's Egyptian, but I had baklawas.
Well, I mean, we have fusions of so many
Yeah.
cultures because we
So-
have been interacting with so many cultures in our history, Turkish and Kurdish and all, you know.
So yeah, like all kind of things that look or taste like baklawa or zlabia, I'm a big fan.
All right. We're making our list bigger, guys. So now I have to ask about the best breakfast. All right, and now let's extend a little bit our list because there are special things also for people who want to go even deeper in Egypt, which is the full restaurants. Like they are considered full restaurants, which is beans, mashed. It's like the Egyptian version of hummus. So like Syrian and Lebanese and Levantine people have hummus. We have fool instead. Would you say that fool is a delicious meal?
I think it's a really good feeling breakfast. And it's very nice to eat it in a sandwich. And beside it, for example, a Khayameya sandwich. It's the Egyptian kind of falafel, which is also not made of chickpeas, but made of these fava beans. And this is the quintessential Egyptian breakfast.
And what things can you get from a falafel, a fool and falafel shop in Egypt? What are the kind of things?
Like these two sandwiches, or you can also get different like small plates of like eggs or different preparations of the fool or Khayameya,
shakshuka,
shakshuka,
مسقعة.
yes, baba
مسقعة in
ghanoush,
Egyptian. Baba ghanoush, yeah, baba ghanoush.
or all these kind of like small dips, and that's best when you go with your friends and then you share a lot of small plates and
Yes.
fries and like
Yes.
this.
Or you can go also to one of those restaurants, pick up a couple of sandwiches because you're hungry, go sit in Halawa Cafe or any other cafe and just eat while you drink your tea or coffee.
I think this is such a special thing, and you should definitely try this. In Egypt, it's accepted in the street cafes because they normally don't have food, so it's accepted to bring food from somewhere else, sit there, and order your drink from there and eat your food from somewhere else.
It's really amazing. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite things to do in Egypt. Like just to go pick up your sandwiches and just go sit in a street cafe.
And it's also good, for example, the restaurant is just selling the food and not open for seating anymore. And the cafes are often open really late. Some of them, I think, the whole night, or at least till 4 or 5 in the morning. And then you go and feel the street vibes and drink something, some nice zabadi bil asal for dessert or something, and it's perfect.
And I think now we have covered all of them. The first favorite drink and favorite dessert, favorite everything we have covered, or right?
Yeah, I mean, we could do a list and put it under the video.
Yeah, but also something is very important happening today, guys. Today is the birthday of Lise, so let's sing. So let's sing together. Happy birthday
In
to
Arabic?
you.
In Arabic.
So today, guys, is actually the birthday of Lise. So let's sing in Arabic for her. سنة حلوة يا جميل سنة حلوة يا جميل سنة حلوة يا ليز سنة حلوة يا جميل.
شكرا جدا.
شكرا
صاحبي. No.
يا صحابي.
يا صاحبي.
يا صحابي. No, I'm gonna wear it in the video, I'm sorry. Okay, and would you like to tell those people to maybe like and comment?
like and comment.
Oh my god, okay. This is not a real threat.
Okay.
So do you guys want to say one more thing to those people watching us?
Yeah. If you want to take French classes, I'm also a teacher. I give classes online. If you want to take Arabic classes, of course, you already know our beautiful Eslam. And thank you for watching so much.
Like the podcast and comment what place in Egypt you want to see. And or if you have already been to Egypt, what are your favorite things? Like we said, the list. Tell us your list.
Yeah, please.
And subscribe to Islam's podcast to learn Egyptian Arabic and learn more about Egypt.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode, and I hope you enjoyed our company. Like, I think it was fun for us as well. And see you soon in another episode.
Ma salama.
Bye bye.